Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another thrilling episode where we uncover hidden treasures that may just be lying in your pocket change or old coin collection. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious and fascinating world of Canadian coinage and focusing on one legendary piece, the 1975 Canada 5 cents coin with no mint mark. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about a small nickel from 1975? Well, hold on to your seats, because what looks ordinary on the outside hides an extraordinary story. This tiny coin could potentially be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, and today, we're going to tell you exactly why. The 1975 Canada 5 cent coin is part of the long-running nickel series, featuring the iconic beaver on the reverse, symbolizing Canada's industrious spirit. But in 1975, something unusual happened. Among the millions of coins minted that year, a very small number were struck without the mint mark, which usually identifies the Royal Canadian Mint Facility. Most 1975 nickels have the small RCM mint mark, a tiny symbol of origin and authenticity. However, a very limited number escaped this process, either due to a minting error or an intentional test strike. These no mint mark coins became legends over the years, drawing the attention of collectors worldwide. Coins without a mint mark in years, when mint marks are standard, are always a subject of intrigue. Why? Because they represent a deviation from perfection, a rare glitch in a highly controlled system. And in numismatics, rarity plus a fascinating backstory equals real value. So how rare is this coin really? Well, experts believe that only a handful of these 1975 no mint mark nickels have ever been found. That kind of scarcity transforms this coin from an everyday object into a collector's dream. It's the kind of piece that could sit unnoticed in a coin jar for years before someone realizes its significance. What makes it even more exciting is that these coins aren't just for hardcore collectors. Anyone could stumble upon one, in a relative's coin collection, at a flea market, or even in an old wallet. That's the beauty of it. It's a treasure hunt hiding in plain sight. Now, let's talk numbers. One such coin in uncirculated or high-grade condition can easily fetch up to $1,000 or more, depending on its condition and how clearly the missing mint mark can be verified. Some estimates suggest that if the coin is in pristine mint state condition, its value could soar to $2,500 or higher at auction. And the value is only rising. As fewer coins remain in good condition and demand continues to grow, these rare no mint mark 1975 nickels are becoming a true investment-grade collectible. They're not just coins anymore. They're pieces of history with appreciating value. But here's the most important thing. This is not just about money. It's about legacy. Owning a coin like this means holding a piece of Canadian history in your hand. It's a connection to a past moment, a hidden chapter of minting mystery, and a badge of honor in any coin collection. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a 1975 Canada 5 cent coin, grab a magnifying glass and take a closer look. Check the space where the mint mark should be. If it's missing, you might just be sitting on a hidden fortune. And even if you don't find one today, don't lose heart. Every coin tells a story, and every search teaches you something new. The journey of discovery is what makes collecting so rewarding. So next time you sort through change or visit an antique shop, remember this story. Keep your eyes open and your curiosity sharp. Because sometimes, the most ordinary-looking items hide extraordinary secrets. Before we end, here's your motivation. People are cashing in on coins like these every year. With a little knowledge and a bit of luck, you too can become one of them. The next rare coin discovery could be yours. Make sure to check your collections, spread the word to friends and family, and keep the hunt alive. You never know, your pocket change could be worth more than you ever imagined. Next up, the mysterious and highly collectible 1980 Canada 5 cents coin with no mint mark. At first glance, this little nickel might seem like just another everyday coin. After all, 1980 wasn't a year known for numismatic drama, right? Wrong. Because if you come across a 1980 Canada 5 cent piece without a mint mark, you may be looking at something truly special. Something that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars in the collector's market. Let's take a moment to appreciate the rich history of the Canadian 5 cent coin. This coin, also known as the nickel, has been a staple of Canadian currency since the 1920s, and the design featuring the proud, hard-working beaver has become an iconic symbol of Canadian heritage and values. But what makes the 1980 edition so fascinating is a rare and remarkable error, the absence of a mint mark. Normally, Canadian coins from this era bear a small mint mark beneath the date, signifying where the coin was produced. In 1980, the Royal Canadian Mint was transitioning equipment and undergoing modernization. During this period of change, it's believed that a small number of 5-cent coins were struck without the mint mark, either due to a die error or experimental production. This rare anomaly went unnoticed for years. But in the world of coin collecting, it's exactly this kind of deviation from the norm that gets people excited. Because when the system slips, even just once, it leaves behind a rarity that savvy collectors seek out for a lifetime. Today, the 1980 no mint mark 5-cent coin is considered a true collector's treasure. Very few examples have been confirmed, and because these errors were not officially documented or announced by the mint, the only way to find them is to search through circulation coins or collections. That makes each discovery even more thrilling. Now let's talk about why this coin is so valuable. First, it's incredibly scarce. The Royal Canadian Mint produced millions of nickels in 1980, but only a tiny handful of no mint mark versions are known to exist. Scarcity is the key factor in numismatic value. The fewer coins that exist, the more collectors are willing to pay to own one. Second, the condition of the coin plays a massive role. If you find a no mint mark 1985-cent coin that's in uncirculated or mint condition, you've struck gold. Not literal gold, but the next best thing. A coin that could be worth up to $3,500 or more, depending on its grade and the buyer's interest. Think about that for a second. A small nickel, something most people wouldn't glance at twice, could potentially earn you over $1,000 if it's the right one. That's not just change, that's real opportunity. And the excitement doesn't end there, because coins like this often grow in value over time. As awareness increases and more collectors hunt for this elusive variety, the demand continues to rise, while the supply stays fixed. That's the perfect recipe for long-term value growth. So if you've got an old collection at home, or you've inherited coins from a parent or grandparent, it's time to start digging. Look closely at those 1980 nickels. Examine the space beneath the date. If there's no mint mark, you might just be holding a hidden fortune. Now, you might be wondering, how can I confirm its authenticity? The best step is to take the coin to a professional numismatist or grading service. They'll verify its mint mark status, assess its condition, and help determine its true market value. And if it checks out, you could be looking at a serious payday. But beyond the money, this coin tells a story. It's a symbol of a moment in time when a small mistake became something priceless. It's a reminder that value isn't always obvious at first glance. Sometimes, you have to look deeper. Sometimes, the smallest things turn out to be the most precious. Ladies and gentlemen, let this be your motivation. The next legendary coin isn't hidden in a vault. It could be sitting in a jar on your shelf. All it takes is one lucky find to change your collection, or even your financial situation forever. This is your call to action. Start searching. Start asking your family if they have old Canadian coins. Visit flea markets, coin shows, estate sales. Don't wait for someone else to make the discovery that could be yours. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for coins like this. And the best part? You don't need to spend thousands to get started. All it takes is knowledge, curiosity, and a little bit of luck. And we're here to guide you every step of the way. So the next time you see a 1980 nickel, don't dismiss it. Take a closer look. That missing mint mark could be your ticket to an unforgettable discovery. A coin that not only tells a story, but becomes part of yours. Next up, the 1995 Canada 5 cents coin with no mint mark. At first glance, it may seem ordinary, but what lies beneath is a story of scarcity, demand, and potential value that's catching the attention of collectors across the globe. This coin, produced during a relatively quiet period in Canadian minting history, has become the subject of serious interest due to one small but powerful detail: the absence of the mint mark. For most collectors, that tiny mark beneath the date is just a detail. But for a rare few coins from 1995, it's exactly what's missing. And that makes all the difference. Coins like the 1995 no mint mark 5-cent piece are prized because they represent a variation from the norm, a silent minting anomaly that wasn't intended. Whether it was due to an experimental die, a forgotten punch, or a transitional error, this coin stands apart from the millions of regular 1995 nickels. And that difference is where the value lies. Let's explore why this coin was even created in the first place. The 5-cent piece has long been a staple of Canadian coinage, with the beaver proudly displayed on its reverse side since 1937. In 1995, the Royal Canadian Mint continued this tradition, producing tens of millions of nickels using the standard designs and procedures. However, minting processes sometimes shift between mints, from Winnipeg to Ottawa, and during these transitions, errors like missing mint marks can occur. It is believed that a small number of 1,995 nickels were struck without the expected mint mark, either during a production switch or as the result of using leftover dies from previous runs. These coins weren't intended to be rare, they simply slipped through the cracks. And that makes them all the more valuable today. The number of known 1995, no mint mark 5-cent coins is extremely limited. They are not commonly seen in circulation, and when one appears, collectors take notice immediately. Online forums buzz, dealers jump to investigate, and interest skyrockets. Demand for these coins is high because they combine two irresistible qualities: mystery and scarcity. You may be wondering just how many people are actually looking for this coin. The truth is, thousands of collectors, both in Canada and internationally, are actively hunting for no mint mark coins from specific years, and 1995 is on that radar. It has become one of the most intriguing and lesser-known rarities of late 20th century Canadian coinage. Many want it for their collection, others want it as an investment, and some just want the thrill of owning something so rare. Now let's get to the exciting part: value. How much can this coin actually be worth? While the standard 1995 5-cent piece is worth face value, the no mint mark variant is a whole different story. Depending on the condition, rarity confirmation, and demand at the time, this coin could sell for up to $8,000 or more. Some private collectors have been willing to pay premium amounts just to secure one for their sets. That's right. A tiny coin most people ignore could end up being one of your most valuable possessions. And as word spreads and more collectors become aware of this variety, the price could continue to rise. That's why holding on to one of these, or finding one now, could be a very smart move. But the real power in this coin lies in the opportunity it offers to everyday people. You don't have to be a professional numismatist to find one. You don't need to spend thousands to get started. All you need is a sharp eye, some patience, and a bit of luck. That's what makes collecting coins so magical. Anyone can play, and everyone has a chance to win. Imagine this. You're sorting through a jar of change, or an old coin album passed down from a relative. You spot a 1995 nickel. You look closely. There's no mint mark. Your heart starts to race. That one moment, that one observation, could change everything. It could be the beginning of an incredible story, one that ends with a rare treasure in your hands and real money in your pocket. This coin is more than a piece of metal. It represents a slice of Canadian history. It captures a rare mistake in a system built on precision. And most importantly, it captures imagination. People love to chase mystery, and coins like the 1995 no mint mark nickel are full of it. We encourage you to take a second look at your old coins. Ask friends and family if they have spare change from the 90s. Check coin rolls. Visit local markets. These treasures are out there, and someone is going to find them. Why not you? This is your moment to be inspired. Don't just collect coins for the sake of collecting. Collect with purpose. Hunt for value. Seek stories. Turn your curiosity into a discovery that could pay off in a big way. Because one small coin could make a very big difference. Collectors across Canada and beyond are adding this coin to their wish lists every day. And as supplies remain low and competition heats up, the ones who act fast and think smart will come out on top. Be one of them. Thank you for watching and being part of this incredible journey. If this video opened your eyes to the hidden value in everyday coins, give it a like and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss another hidden gem. And leave a comment if you've ever come across a 1995 no mint mark coin. Your story could inspire someone else's discovery.